Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Cards to Burn. In this series, Matt and I will be opening 10 packs of each core set, and we will then build a deck of those cards to face off against one another in a best of 3 match. However, at the end of each duel, we will then cast a tremendous fire on our collections and burn every card that we just used from our collections. Join us as we push ourselves and our cards to the limits. This is Cards to Burn. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our debut series Cards to Burn. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Matt. Now, before we get into the pack openings, I'm just going to go through the rules of this series. Throughout this series, we will be using Dueling Book and YGO Pro Deck. Both are wonderful tools for duelists. Myself and Jordan will both start the series with 30 polarizations in our collection, which we'll then add to after every episode. Once we use a card in our deck, no matter where, we lose access to that copy for the rest of the series.
For example, if I were to pull 4 Blue Eyes White Dragons and use 3 of them in one duel, I would still have access to 1 copy for another duel.
Thank you, Jordan. We will be using the current Master Rule 5, so 2 field spells, no priority, and no drawing for the first turn. We will also be using the card as it is written on Dueling. Finally, after each duel, we will be spinning a wheel that will affect either the winner, loser, or both of us, which Jordan will go through with you now.
Alright guys, so this is the wheel that we are going to be spinning at the end of each duel. The winner will get to spin this to see what he wins, or indeed how he can cripple the loser of the last duel. There are some really interesting options in here that can absolutely change the course of history with this series and change Matt and I's strategy. So let's jump into the options and see what kind of carnage these are going to cause. First up, we have an interesting one. It's 2 packs of the next set for the winner, or 1 less pack of the next set for the loser. So next up we have 1 pack of the last set, and this is really great because at the end of the day, in the original 10 packs we open for a given set, we may not pull any of the good cards, we may just have really shitty luck. Whereas this gives us an extra opportunity to actually pull some of the really powerful cards from the previous set. We also have 2 tournament packs for the winner. So for this, basically the winner will be rewarded 2 tournament packs, and the specific tournament pack will vary based on the era. So for example, you've got the tournament packs, you've got the champion packs, and you've got the turbo packs, etc, etc. We also have 1 pack of any set, and this is very interesting and requires a bit of strategy in and of itself. So the winner who spins this gets to pick any core set and open 1 pack from it. However, to keep things a little fairer, while we are opening the pre-2016 packs, our free pack can only be from those packs. Freeze cards is a very interesting one. The player who spins this gets to save all copies of a card from being burnt out of their collection. This is 1 or 2 cards depending on the spin. So this is really powerful because, as I said, in Cards to Burn, our most valuable resource is saving cards in our collection. And this allows you to do exactly that. Keep cards in your collection that you want to keep. On the opposite end of the scale, we have 2 options for remove cards on this wheel, where the loser has to remove all copies of a card from their collection, and it's either done by themselves or by the winner. Now obviously if it's done by yourselves, you could in theory just burn one of the trash cards that you've got that you're not going to use anyway. It's still a card lost, but it's probably not one you're going to use anyway. Whereas if it's the winner choosing which cards to remove from your collection, they can just remove a really powerful card from your collection, and then you're potentially crippled. Your whole strategy for the next duel or future duels could just crumble. So that's a really interesting one to think about. And finally, we have 2 segments dedicated to the surprise duel. If this is spun after we have burned our collection from the main duel, we must make a new deck with the cards that remain in our collection and face off in 1 singular duel. So not a match, just 1 duel. The same rules as normal apply for that duel, and we must burn all the cards. However, the winner of this surprise duel gets to open an extra pack of the set we played in our main duel. This is by far my least favourite option on this wheel because not only do we then have to duel again, not only does Matt potentially get an extra pack, like I know I could get an extra pack, but I would rather just have the extra pack on the other wheel option. So not only do we have to worry about Matt getting an extra pack and obviously winning the duel, but we have to build a brand new, probably 40 card deck, which means 40 more cards gone from my collection before the next duel, which is just awful. And I don't want to jinx it, but I really hope we don't get this in the first match because we're going to be really stretched for cards. So we'll have to see what we do with this. But yeah. But those are the options for the wheel, and as I said, we'll spin this at the end of every duel. But without further ado, let's get straight in to Legend of Blue Eyes. Hello and welcome to Cards to Burn. I'm obviously Jordan, and today we're going to be opening the very, very first pack for this series. We're going to be opening 10 packs of the Legend of Blue Eyes set, which was the first set to be released in Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm really, really excited for this. Not so much for the monsters, because the strongest monster being Skull Redbird, 1550 attack. Um, Overall, though, I'm looking at those spell cards. Your Pot of Greed, your Raigeki, your Dark Hole, even your Fisher. That would be all very, very useful for maybe later on in a few sets' time. Not necessarily for this match. It's probably worth saving, because obviously, we don't just have to think about what's good. We have to think about the fact that at the end of each match, our cards that we used are going to get burned. We're not going to be able to use them again. So it's not just putting the good cards in. It's about trying to think long term. Like what cards are we not only going to use now, but what cards should we maybe save for the later sets? Like Invasion of Chaos kind of time. When would these cards be useful? So it's very, very interesting, very, very tricky. I'm going to jump right into the pack openings. I'm feeling quietly confident because Matt has told me in advance that his pack openings were terrible. So hopefully we can get something decent. Let's jump straight in.
Okay, here we are. Legend of Blue Eyes, 10 packs. So depressing to think we've only got 10 packs to open, but this is the way it is with Cards to Burn. So let's get this first pack flip then, see what we get. Okay, nothing too great in that pack. Remove Trap could come in handy somewhere down the line. And pack number 2. Okay, again, nothing good. Second Shuri bin, not haunted at all in the rare spot. Okay, at least the fusions I've had so far are like semi-decent metamorphosis targets. Wow. I hope your heart's falling as much as mine is, because these packs are not very good. Okay, first 2k defender, that's not bad at all. Got a new Rabbi as well. That is one of the beaters we're looking for. That can be normal summoned. Okay, Swords of Revealing Light. I am very happy with that. I've played lots of Go format duels against Jordan in the run-up to this, and Swords of Revealing Light always throws a spanner in his works. Okay, I did see an Uni there as well. I do like to play the sort of water tribal strategy if we ever get Tornado Wall. Okay, Mountains, that'd be good if I had a Skull Redbird. I've got a Beast Fang there to combine with that Silver Fang. It's LB format, could come up. Okay, pack number 8. Oh, I feel like that sigh wasn't loud enough, probably because it wasn't loud at all, but I just... An Exodia piece. Really. That is just going to sit in my collection and do nothing forever. But of all the ultra rares, why couldn't I have got a powerful blowout card? Okay, so I know I've got plenty of copies of Skull 7. I know we get support further down the line. Wow. Okay, so there you have it. They were my pulls for Legend of Blue Eyes.
Okay, so first off, fairly average pack. We've got a Lesser Dragon, which is okay. We've got an Armed Ninja, which is one of the few effect monsters, so that's always kind of nice to see. But nothing that really stands out. Nothing that's really going to make this deck. I mean, I suppose we've got a Spike Seadra we could tribute and try and beat over a Red Skull bird if Matt does have any. I don't know if he does, but I doubtful if he said his pack opening was terrible. But it's something anyway. It does require a tribute, but it could be useful in this series. Okay, another Lesser Dragon. It's a fairly solid card, and we got, I believe this might be the only other effect monster, Reaper of the Cards. This could be fairly useful. 1930 defense, which oddly specific, but it means that it's basically a 2k defender. It's got that effect. It's a fairly solid card overall. It obviously does require a tribute, but it's just another near 2k defender that I can use. Okay, this is a pretty good pack. We've got your Succubus Knight, which obviously means we've got a 1650 attacker. Does require a tribute, but it's a strong attacker. That's what we like to see. We've also got, I don't know how to pronounce that, Mizirazami. Obviously, again, a fairly high attacker, pretty decent defense, but it is a tribute, not as good as Succubus Knight. But more importantly, we've got stop defense. Now, I'm going to have to think, do I want to use stop defense in this match, or am I going to want to save that for when Matt has some more powerful monsters that I should use it against? Something I'm going to have to think about, and I'll consider that in the deck building after this. Oh, yes. We got the Skull Redbird. Oh, and a Urabi in the same pack. That is absolutely fantastic. I will definitely be playing both of these because at the end of the day, in the next set and the set after that, there's such a power creep that these two cards don't become obsolete, but they become fairly useless in the future sets. So we got not only the most powerful card in terms of attack, we also got Urabi, which is the second, so that's absolutely fantastic. And on top of that as well, we got Swords of Revealing Light in the same pack. I probably won't be using swords in this match, but it's very, very nice to have that in the bank so that I can use that in future matches. Oh! Oh, and another Skull Redbird. That is two Skull Redbirds now. Pack after pack of just pure bliss. Oh my god, this is amazing. And if Matt's pulls really are as terrible as he says they are, he is in for some big trouble, because I now have two Skull Redbirds and a Urabi, and I can just equip them with some equip spells or maybe a field spell, and they'll be able to beat over absolutely anything. I am so excited for this deck building now. Oh, okay. Okay, so again, not as good as the last two, but you can't really compete when you get two Skull Redbirds in a row and a Urabi and a Swords. But we've got a Mountain, could be useful to get some extra attack in. We got a Metal Dragon, which has some slightly higher attack, and if you equip him with an equip spell, that could really help me beat over some 2k defenders, so that will likely be going in. Okay, so again, not as good of a pack, but I mean, I got Steel Ogre Grotto. He's somewhat decent, but for a tribute monster, I'd have to see about whether I really wanted to put them into the actual deck. Okay, again, fairly average pack. I mean, we got Mammoth Graveyard, that's a fairly decent card. Raised Body Heat could be used nicely with Urabi. Another Metal Dragon, so if I could potentially summon a couple of those, it just kind of increases that chance of, being able to beat over a Spirit of the Harp or, or anything like that, Giant Soldier of Stone, any of the 2k defenders. So it's good, it's decent, and Turtle Tiger, yeah, fairly solid card. Okay, okay, we got Green Phantom King, who 1600 defender, defends me against, any Skull Redbird, basically any attacker in this set. So it's fairly decent. I'm pretty happy with that. Another Mammoth Graveyard, again, fairly useful against, well, basically any of the monsters in this set. Skull Servant, yeah. Final Flame, though, that is an actually decent pull. Very happy with the Final Flame. Let's move on to the final pack of this set. Yeah, okay, we got another Skull Servant, again, one of my faves, but the rest, meh, fairly average. I mean, we got a Book of Secret Arts that could help boost some spellcasters. Two-pronged attack could be somewhat decent. Forest could help me boost something, maybe a Beaver Warrior. Can't remember if I got one. But overall, I'm very happy. I mean, I've got the Succubus Knight, got the Urabi, Skull Redbird #1. Where's the second one? Is he lower down? Is he higher up? There he is. Skull Redbird, Urabi, Reaper of the Cards, you can't go wrong with. I'm very, very happy with this pull. And if Matt's cards are as terrible as he said they were, he's in for some trouble. I think the only thing that could really knock me down is not having any 2k defenders. but realistically I could wall up with Skull Redbird and Uraby. So let's see how we get on. I'm going to throw this into Dueling Book and build my deck.
Okay, this is my segment for talking on my deck that I just built for the first episode. Okay, welcome back. As you can see, this is my deck. I am not thrilled about it at all. Even though this is LB format, so I knew it was going to be a bit of a sinker, I just did not think it was going to be this bad. There's no point doing a card by card. I'll just tell you the sort of general idea / strategy I have for this deck. It's basically all the monsters that are affected by forests. So that's insect, plants, beast warrior, beasts. I've stuck their equip cards that relate to them into the deck as well. Just try to beat them up with the field spell. But I didn't have enough monsters from just the forest gang, so I have had to include all the monsters I've got that will gain support from Umi. And then I've got in 2 equip spells that will only affect aqua monsters, which unfortunately all my aqua monsters are defenders. Yeah, these pulls are just still quite shocking to me as well. So obviously just my generic good stuff cards that I've had to include at the moment. They are Spirit of the Harp, which is the only 2k defender that I pulled, and a Rabby is my highest attack normal summonable monster at 1500. It's a shame that I didn't get any Skull Redbirds, but Irabi, second best, is good. I'm going to be saving my Swords of Real Light for another day when I can make more use of it and being more explosive in those 3 turns it would give me. Honestly, thoughts before the duel, I just hope that Jordan pulled as bad as me.
Okay, so here's the deck I've been able to build with my pulls. It's not the best, but I mean, I've got some of those big heavy hitters in there, which is always good to see. So let me talk you through the deck. I've got Dark Grey, just tribute fodder, just a monster. Enchanting Mermaid, the same. Frenzy Panda, I was, kind of the same, although there are some cards like Beast Fangs that could actually make this card viable. Green Phantom King, because it's, I believe, my highest defending monster. Okay, so we've also got Hitotsu Mi Giant. Karama, 2 of them. 2 Lesser Dragons, which I'm actually hoping to use in a fusion, and also it's just a generally solid card. Mammoth Graveyard, 2 of those. Masakai, the Legendary Swordsman, which I'm hoping to actually pair with a Legendary Sword, because that could make him somewhat viable. That would obviously give him 1400 attack and defense. Medabat, basically just tribute fodder. Petite Dragon, same tribute fodder. 1 Skull Redbird, so I kind of wanted to leave one of my Skull Redbirds available, and knowing that Matt's pulls were terrible leads me to believe that 1 Skull Redbird and a Uraby in the same deck is going to be fine, and then if we do happen to go to that surprise duel, I always have that other Skull Redbird, which should hopefully allow me to close off both matches if need be. We've got Steel Ogre Grotto, one of my higher attackers, one of my only high defenders, so again, I can use some of the tribute fodder to try and get that out. Succubus Knight, high attack, fairly decent defense, again, use the tribute fodder. Trial of Nightmare, fairly solid card, can be boosted with things like, boosted with things like Yami, which then obviously then actually gives it 1500 attack, so it's on par with Uraby. Tripwire Beast, 2 of those, two Mouth Dark Rulers, kind of tribute fodder at this point, but could be boosted with, I don't know, Raised Body Heat, but I'm kind of saving that for Uraby. Beast Fangs to boost my Beast monsters, as I've said. Dark Energy to boost my Fiend monsters, to boost my Thunder monsters. Final Flame to just inflict 600 points of damage, because realistically it could get down to that, and this could actually win me the game. Forest just to help me boost further. Legendary Sword to help me boost my warriors, such as like Succubus Knight and the Legendary Swordsman there, to actually boost those even over the 2k defenders in some cases. Machine Conversion Factory, I only have 4, well actually I have 4 machines in my deck. I've got the 2 Steel Ogre Grottos, which it could boost that. But actually what my goal with Machine Conversion Factory is to boost Metal Dragon, because then that can literally beat over any defender, any attacker in the game. So all I need to do is get the Steel Ogre Grotto in my hand, get the Lesser Dragon in my hand, and then I will be able to actually beat over any monster, assuming that I can equip Machine Conversion Factory. We've got Mountain to provide more boost, 2 polymerizations to try and guaranteed get those metal dragons out. Raise body heat to try and boost those dinosaurs. Stop defense to try and help me get over those 2k defenders if Matt does have any. Yami to help me boost the fiends a bit more. And 2-pronged attack is not ideal because it's a 2-for-1, but I've put it in there just in case I need something to help me get some of those defenders off the field. So that's my deck. Let's jump straight into the match. Best of luck, Matt, but I don't think you're going to stand much of a chance against Skull Redbird Urabian 2 Metal Dragons.
Welcome everyone to the first episode of Cards to Burn. Jordan, we are finally here. Are you excited?
Oh, I'm so excited, Matt. I am ready to absolutely kick your ass.
Well, yeah, that's what I think on that one. After all this planning, all this tinkering of ideas, everything that's been in the works, and building up all this intensity, just looking forward to it. Yeah, after all that, my packs are rubbish. Rock, paper, scissors time.
Right. Let's start as I mean to continue. Let's get a win on the rock, paper, scissors.
Second guess myself because I'm actually thinking about this now. Because normally we're just chatting and I just press something.
Oh.
I don't think having extra card matters, so I will go first. Build my board presence. Wow, this hand. I am going to go main phase 1 and normal summon Silverfang. And then in my turn.
I've probably had the best draw I could possibly have wished for, like in all honesty.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to actually start by activating polymerization, and I'm going to send Lesser Dragon and still number 1 to the graveyard to special summon Metal Dragon in attack position.
Oh,
that's my first. Honestly,
wow.
So yeah, that's a move. I bet you didn't expect to see a fusion.
No, I did not expect to see a fusion.
And then I will simply normal summon my Hitotsumi Giant in attack position. I will activate Yami. And then in my battle phase, I will attack into your Silverfang with my Metal Dragon.
Okay, so I take 650 from this first attack.
Yeah.
He'll go to grave, and then I'll take 1200. Yeah.
That was a hell of a first turn.
That was a hell of a first turn. Part of me was hoping you'd forget you hadn't normal summoned. Okay.
I've had my coffee. I'm awake today.
Yeah, I can see. Okay, so I'm going to normal summon my Hitotsumi Giant. Go to battle phase. And yeah, let's have our giants clash.
Okie dokie. Oh, okay. I will simply, I'm just going to normal summon a Medabat, and I'm going.
Okay, so Medabat is gaining. I don't know if you want to put a counter, so I'll take 1,000 from Medabat.
Yeah, I'll put a counter on that.
And then you'll attack direct, yeah.
2,850. This may be a very quick game.
Okay, I will go main phase 1. I will normal summon a second Hitotsumi Giant. I will go to battle phase, and I'll attack your Medabat. Okay. My first bit of damage in the series. And I'm already below half my life points.
That's
okay.
Ooh, okie dokie do. I will normal summon Tripwire Beast and go to
okay, yeah.
And I will
you sure you don't want to crash? I'd be happy with that. It's still the same amount of damage, Jordan.
Too easy. I don't want to talk too soon. I don't want to toot my own trumpet, but
I mean, if I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out fighting. I'm going to summon a Silverfang.
Yeah, that's okay.
Go to battle phase, and I will attack your Tripwire Beast.
That is okay with me.
And yeah, I mean, no messing around. That does it.
That does it, yeah.
I will go first this time. Not that it helped me too much last time, but I will go first. Okay, I will just go main phase 1, and I will summon my Silverfang.
Very nice. I'm going to settle on step.
Ooh.
And I'm just in my turn.
Okay, that does not bode well for me, because the only monsters you'd probably set in this set are either a dangerous flip effect monster, which I suppose I could destroy, but more likely would be the 2000 defenders. But then you could. Okay, I'm going to normal summon my frenzied panda. I will go to battle phase, and I will hope that it's not a 2k defender, and I will attack.
You're lucky it's not 2k defender.
Oh, damn it. Okay, so I will take a clean 100, and you will get the first damage of this game as well.
It's absolutely crazy that 1300 defense is a wall in this. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. You know what? Well, what's even crazier is the fact that there's 4 different 2k defenders in this format, but yet even the highest 1 tribute monster can't beat over them. It's Curse of Dragon, and it matches it. That is it. It's stupid. Yeah. Like, I don't mind the 1300s, like 1400, 1500 defense being a wall. I think it's sort of in line with this gameplay, but then the 2k defenders just takes it a bit too far.
Yeah, true. Yeah, because there's no way to get over them short of like a Raigeki or buffs.
Yeah, spell card, trap card shenanigans. Really.
Okay, so I am going to tribute summon my Tripwire Beast for Steel Ogre Grotto #1.
Yeah,
and
no problem.
I'm going to equip Steel Ogre Grotto #1 with Machine Conversion Factory to give him.
Okay, so he's on 1700 now, isn't he?
Yes,
okay.
And 2100 defense.
Yeah, but he's an attack, so.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but.
Yeah.
And then I will attack into your. Let's get rid of your Silver Fang. I like.
Oh. Yeah, you like killing my dogs. Okay, I'm going to start my turn, and I actually have a combo play. You had me so excited. Okay, first of all, I'm going to normal summon Urabi, the big boy himself. I'm actually going to activate the field spell Umi, which does not increase the attack of any of my monsters, but it does lower machine monsters' attacks.
Oh no, so you can crash into.
So my Urabi can crash into your Skull Ogre Grotto. I mean, it's a 1 for 2, sort of, so I'm happy with that. And, oh my god, my first ever direct attack.
It'll be your last.
Well, hopefully not for the entire series, otherwise I'll just quit Yu-Gi-Oh!
Let's have a good look. I'm kind of...
I say quit Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't even do it professionally or anything.
I'm gonna just have to set a card in my turn.
Okay.
This may not be as quick as a match as I thought.
No. Okay, I'm going to... Oh, the downside is if you have another Tripwire Beast, he'll be boosted. Okay, I'm going to normal summon my Tatsumi Giant. I'm going to go into battle phase, and let's give the Panda another chance to frenzy.
Fair enough, it's my Dark Grey.
Ooh, at least I'm not the only one who's had to resort to monsters with like less than 2000 total stats.
Well, yeah, exactly.
I mean, that is one good thing you can say about my Panda and Giant. Their combined stats do equal more than 1,000, 2,000 even.
I will simply... I will just set a card.
A set a field spell. I mean, for someone who told me their deck was a 7, I haven't seen any cards this game to.
I may have overestimated with the 7. No.
Okay, I'm almost with a Silver Fang. Okay, now let's. Since you like killing my dog so much, my dog will enjoy. Actually, no. He can attack you directly. There's a chance. Tatsumi Giant will attack you.
Damn it.
Math Dark Ruler.
2400. Okay. You're good.
Yeah, and they'll both attack you directly.
I will
concede.
I will attack into your frenzied panda. Clear
okay. That means summoning a monster. Interesting. Okay, I'll go main phase and I will set.
Man, I'm not liking these sets. Because they could be a flip monster. I know that the flip monster's pretty trash, to be fair.
They're not. I mean, Manny-to-Berg and Hain are in the set.
Oh, yeah.
They'll stay viable for a long, long time.
Oh god, yeah, that is very true, to be fair. I will just attack into your Hitotsumi Giant.
Okay, my Giant will go to grave.
And I will end my turn.
Okay. I'm going to try avenge his brother with another Hitotsumi Giant. Getting the most play in any single game it's ever had.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'll attack you face down with Hitotsu Giant.
Just
I was hoping it was a weak one I could destroy.
trashy little Medibat.
Mm-hmm.
I will simply normal summon my Mammoth Graveyard.
Mammoth Graveyard, nice. Oh my god, if that face down card's a wasteland.
And then... No,
I still don't get how Mammoth Graveyard is a dinosaur, not a zombie. I mean, I know it's a mammoth and you can kind of class them as...
I mean, yeah, they are dinosaurs, but it is literally
a dead one.
Skeleton.
Yeah. Okay, I will take 300 from your attack. I'll go to grave.
I'm liking all the... there's 2 dogs and two Hitotsu Giants in your graveyard. I'm liking it.
So there is. And a Rabby itself.
Then I will attack into your face down. Probably gonna
Okay, you did destroy a Kagamusha at the blue flame.
Whew, okay. Glad it's off the field.
He's on par with your Medibat. There's a lot of stat lines that are exactly the same. I've just noticed, like Medibat and Kagamusha are exactly the same. Frenzied Panda and Hitotsu Giant exactly the same.
Yeah, it's either there's the exact same stat lines, or when you get higher, it's just really random numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like you've got
well, in my turn.
cards 1930 defense or whatever it is.
Well, you know that I haven't got that set because I didn't attribute for my set monster.
Okay, I am actually going to tribute Mammoth Graveyard for a Succubus Knight. And I'm going to equip Succubus Knight with Legendary Sword, so she is on 1950. And then
yeah, sorry, the audience has just seen my depressed ass face right now.
And then I will attack into your face down.
Okay, well at least you did that, because you've actually flipped up my Armoured Starfish. Booyah! So he is boosted from me, so you take 100 life points.
That is fair enough then. Then I will attack into your Armoured Starfish. Goodbye, Starfish.
Yeah, I know. Making its debut. Well, a very short debut, to be fair. Okay, I will go to main phase 1. I will face down. And I will set a monster.
Okay, what can that set card be? There's literally no... There's 2 traps, I think, in this entire set.
3 traps.
3 traps, okay.
Yeah.
3 traps. I'm just gonna normal summon a lesser dragon in attack position. Right, let's take out your, because if it's a 2k defender, I'm not gonna be able to beat over anyway.
It was a second Kagamusha at the blue flame.
Very nice.
So I will then take 2,700 total from these attacks.
You will indeed.
Puts my life points a lot closer to yours.
That's what I like to see. I thought I was for sure going to lose this game.
I will just set a monster in my turn.
Okie dokie do. Oh. Okay. I think this might be game. Yeah, just for good measure, I'm going to normal summon a Karama.
I will activate... No, nothing.
I was going to say, I don't think Torrential Tribute's in this yet.
No, it isn't. Oh my god, imagine if it was.
I will actually activate my own stop defense on your face down monster.
Okay, so you will flip summon my Root Water, which will gain 200 attack.
Okay, so you are on 1100, which is okay. Battle phase, then I will literally just take out your Root Water with my lesson.
You sure you don't want to attack it with Karama?
I am absolutely sure. Nice try, but I'm sure. Then 1500 with Urabi. 1950 with Succubus Knight. Oh, it's not game. Oh, it is game. It is game. Okay. And a good old, it's good for
finish off with a monster of less than 1,000 attack. You couldn't have used the big guns. Yep, I'll make it beat.
Okay, so we've both milled our full deck so we can have a look at them. And I'm curious, did you actually have any good cards? Okay, you had a
Okay, so I have what I'm calling in my head a list of grievances with this pack.
Yeah.
Okay, so the meta-defining monster of the set, Skull Redbird, I pulled 0.
Ooh.
Okay, the next strongest one, Urabi, I pulled 1.
Which is, I can see here.
Yeah, which is in my graveyard, because I actually used it to good effect this game. 2k defenders. I pulled 1 single 2k defender.
Spirit of the Harp.
Yeah, my Spirit of the Harp, which
I pulled
didn't even come up. I'm surprised at that, but you did get a Green Phantom King, which does help.
Yes. Yeah, oh yeah, I still have a defender. I just don't have any 2K defenders.
Yeah, no,
Aside from
he
Steel
is,
Ogre
yeah,
Grotto,
Green
but
Phantom King, he, she, it is a good wall.
yeah,
Okay, fusion monsters. I pulled a fair few fusion monsters.
same.
I only pulled half of the materials for all of them though, so I couldn't even bring out a fusion monster.
See that I had the same issue, or the fusion monsters were just so weak, like they were weaker than like a normal
Yeah,
summon monster. Like
fair enough, but it's still a free summon, which could have helped, get more, bit
true,
more board presence.
true.
So I would have took them. I would have happily took them if I didn't get them. Effect monsters, I got one. I didn't use it this game, but my effect monsters consist of one in my collection boxes.
Same.
I did not get any traps at all this set.
I think I got
My penultimate grievance is I pulled one singular tribute monster.
one.
One. And I used it this game. It was an awful one. It was the if you look at my graveyard, it's Miruzume. It's the mechanical fish-looking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1400 and 1600.
Jeez.
Which is why I was going for like a Umi strategy.
See, I got so many. Like I got Mizarizumi. I got 2 Steel Ogre Grottos. Hence, I had the Metal Dragons. I had.
Yeah. Oh, so you were playing 2 Steel Ogre Grottos then. So at least I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, either way, that's my only Metal Dragons. So.
To be fair, I probably shouldn't have even played my tribute one because I just realised that both Steel Ogre Grotto, again, I think Steel Ogre Grotto and Mizurume have the same stat line, which is another one we've picked up on. But they're both actually summonable from a recruiter next set if we were to pull one.
Well, yeah,
I think it's next set we get the recruiters, isn't it?
But I would argue there's better cards to pull.
Oh, there's definitely better cards than from it. I did get an ultimate rare or ultra rare, whichever it's called. I got one piece of Exodia, which I would have loved it if that was a better spell card, but no, I got a piece of Exodia, which will be no good to me at all in the future.
My end game was basically to get my Metal Dragon on the field and then equip it with Machine Conversion Factory, because then it can beat over your 2K defenders basically. Okay, so fantastic victory, if I do say so myself. I'm going to get into the wheel spin now, and we will see what I get today. Let's go straight into the wheel spin. Exciting. Oh, we have a surprise duel.
Yep, welcome back. This is my deck for the surprise duel. As you can see, unfortunately I've had to use some cards I really didn't want to for this one. But other than that, it's not too bad, and I actually think I stand a fair chance as long as I draw into the right cards. Let's get into the duel.
Okay, so here is the deck I've built for our surprise duel. I wasn't really looking forward to a surprise duel for this set, considering there's basically not many good cards that I'm going to get from an extra pack if I do win. But here's what I've got. I'm really grateful that I managed to keep in that Skull Redbird. I'm grateful that I've managed to actually keep I've got a lot of water monsters, a lot of fish, a lot of aqua, which can then kind of be boosted by Umi and the power of Kaishin. So, I could be in for a win still. Feeling good, feeling fairly confident considering Matt's last deck wasn't that great. But yeah, let's get straight into the duel and see how we do.
Okay, so we've got the surprise duel in the first set, which I'm not too happy about, to be fair.
No, it's definitely not ideal. Not when this is going to take our collections right down to the bottom of the barrel straight away.
It was a very easy deck building, that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, because there's not too much choice. But no, I kind of want this win, not going to lie. I do really want this win because I wouldn't mind that pack of LOB just to give me some extra cards. I think that's important. Yeah, and we've got that chance of things. I think that's what we're both aiming for, isn't it? Okay, nice draw.
Damn it again. Oh, what a draw. What a draw. Oh, you've lost.
Okay, I'm going to go... see, you've got me worried now. I'm going to go main phase 1. I'm going to set a monster, and I'm going to set a back row.
See, right now I'm showing everybody how bad my poker face is.
Well, I can't see you, so it's fine.
That is very true, actually, to be fair. I'm going to start with the legendary Skull Redbird. Number 2. I pulled 2 in this set.
Wow, okay, yep.
And then I will basically... Yeah, I'm going to set a card of my own. And I'm going to attack into your face down.
Okay, it's my Witty Phantom.
Nice.
I was kind of hoping that would wall up, because I'm sad to see him go. Main
I'm
fate.
glad I don't have to worry about 2k defender now, which is always nice.
Yeah, I kind of showed you my hand, didn't I? Maybe we should have spun the wheel after. Before, even.
Let's see. I'm just going to go battle phase and attack into your face down.
Okay, it is a 2-mouth Dark Ruler.
Okie dokie.
Okay, I don't want to help you gain presents for any tributes. But then again, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm going to do something stupid. And I'm going to normal summon... Oh, apparently I banished it face down. Okay, so that was my set card, so I will re-add it to hand after that miss up. Set. Set it over usually, not in the way. Alright. I'll normal summon Monster Egg. In attack mode. Oh, well, very. I'll try and take your base out. Oh, Armail. Okay, I forgot he's in the set. Oh god, wait, yeah, 600? I thought it was 900.
Oh, no.
God, he's worse. I thought he had 900 attack.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
his defense.
Monster Egg is awful.
He is? Oh, I should have gone for a different summon. Alright. Now you've still got tribute fodder if you need it.
I do indeed, so tribute fodder.
Oh my god, you could go for a big attack. You can switch your Armail to attack mode.
Oh, I could. I'm going to normal summon M Warrior number 2. I will go attack.
My rival, okay.
Why not? Yeah, after that battle phase, Armail will attack over your monster.
Okay, I will take the 100.
Goodbye, monster. Egg.
Goodbye. You did rubbish. How do you like your eggs in the morning?
I like mine destroyed by Armail. I will then just end my turn.
Okay, I will start my turn. Are you ready for this? I will use the best card in the game. Sparks.
Oh.
Feel the burn. Oh, well, on a side note, the first fire-related card in the Card to Burn series. I will just normal summon my Rabby.
Oh, you had another one.
I didn't know I had another one. I thought I only pulled the one.
Okay.
See, which one do I destroy? Because my Rabby's gone next turn. I'll go for Armail.
Okie dokie, so that is 800.
Yep. Alright, my turn.
Awesome. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to set a monster and then attack into your Rabby.
Yep.
And then I'll attack you directly with M Warrior number 2. Just why not?
Okay, normal summon Karama. Back on track, I can call that. Karama will attack M Warrior 2. Which you stupidly left in attack mode.
I don't want to end up losing because I leave weak monsters on the field. Yeah, I'm just going to normal summon a basic insect.
Very basic play.
And then I will attack into Carbonola with Skull Redbird. And that'll just attack directly with basic insect.
Doing the first bit of damage he's probably ever done in his lifetime.
More than likely, yeah.
So I'm going to have to activate the Yummy Field spell.
Very nice.
I'm going to normal summon Trial of Nightmare.
Ooh,
I'll go to the battle phase.
close.
And then Trial of... I know, 50 points off. Trial of Nightmare will attack your basic insect. So it'll take you 1,000.
Nice. Okay, I will normal summon a sea dragon.
Yeah.
I will then activate Dragon Treasure.
Nice.
With sea dragon. So only a 1,000, but
No, he's on 900.
900, I've got 600 as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's important. Okay, anyway, I will attack Skull Redbird into your Trial of Nightmare. You'll take 50 life points.
And then I'll take you on that 900. If you're attacking.
Yeah, I'll take nicest little card.
I know. I do. I always like Petite Dragon as a card. Alright, that card's not good. I'll just set and my turn.
Okie dokie, we could have some useful, okay, I will. Ooh, that is actually quite useful. Okay, I will actually normal summon my Nimoriko.
Oh, damn it.
I will then activate my own Yami.
God, yeah.
Again,
1,200, yeah.
1,200, which is doing pretty well, in all fairness. It's a pretty good going. So then, battle phase, I will start by taking your face down for Redbird.
Oh, thank you. It's my right arm of the forbidden one.
You ended up playing it.
I played it.
1,200 and then 900.
Oh, if I knew to attack the Skull Redbird, I would have lost. This could save me.
God knows what you're going to get.
Well, I have a lot of themes in this deck.
Okay, so we've got one pack of Legend of Blue Eyes after winning that surprise duel, which probably won't get anything. Obviously, I'm hoping for like a Pot of Greed, a Raigeki, a Dark Hole, basically anything that I could use in a future duel. So let's just open the pack, see what we get. Not really got much hope for this, but we'll see. Okay, not bad. We got Green Phantom King, pretty decent. A Succubus Knight, which did actually come in clutch in the second game of that main match. Another Armed Ninja, can't really complain. Nothing amazing, but at the end of the day, I can't complain. It's a pretty decent pack, all things considered.
Okay, so that's annoying. I lost the surprise duel as well, because I really could have done with that extra pack. So as you can see, this is my collection. It has been completely decimated after those 2 duels. I have no normal monsters left, no effect monsters, didn't have any traps to begin with. My spell cards is decimated. I chose to play Swords of Revealing Light over Remove Trap, just because Remove Trap would definitely have no targets in that game that we just played, whereas Swords of Revealing Light could store me out to get to like my Witty Phantoms and Yamis. Obviously that didn't come up, I didn't even see the card, so unfortunately I've lost it forever without using it. That is the unfortunateness of this series, though, so that has to be said. But I think Remove Trap could see some time later, like when skill drains, royal decrees, when bits like that come out. Yeah, let's hope for better pulls in the next set.
Okay, so this is all that is left of my collection after I've obviously burned all my cards from the main duel and from the surprise duel, and I've added my cards from that last pack that I opened. So I've got 2 Armed Ninjas now, which could be good. It's a bit of extra removal, so that's kind of why I kept those in anyway. Basic Insect, few fusion monsters. We've got Dragoness the Wicked Knight. Drooling Lizard is just a decent card overall for this kind of set anyway. Enchanting Mermaid, fairly decent card. We'll definitely see play probably in the next set. Flame Ghost, again, a fusion monster I can't summon really anyway. Green Phantom King is a decent defender. I believe it does get power crept in the next set, but still a decentish card to have nonetheless. Carbonola Warrior, another fusion monster. King Fog, I suppose it can act as a filler if I need to, or tribute fodder. Mystical Moon, good buff. Polymerization, we've got, I've got 29 copies of those, because at the end of the day I did pull one more in the set, in the pack opening, so I do now have 29 because I used 2 in that first match. Reaper of the cards I kept in order to actually act as some removal later on. Silver Bow and Arrow Skull Servant. Succubus Knight as I pulled, and that is just pretty good beta overall, and that will probably see play in the next match as well. Swords of Revealing Light was a card that I was desperately trying to save, and obviously I've been able to. It's good to see that Matt actually ended up using his swords in the surprise duel. I've been able to save mine, so I'm very, very excited for when I get to see play with that. And then Yami. So that is my collection. It's looking very, very bare, which is quite depressing to look at, but I've still got some very good cards moving forward, and I'm looking forward to opening the next set.